Welcome back to Afternoon Live. If you've got a holiday party coming up or you just want to make your lips pop this season, our next guest has some great tips. We welcome back makeup artist and beauty professional Ashonti Turner and Mama Ashonti, as always.
Yeah.
Always bring your beautiful mama to model for us.
Yes, she is consistent. She's my favorite model to work on.
Well,
she lets me do whatever I want.
It's not tough, right, to make this lady look beautiful?
Not tough at all.
You guys don't.
Okay, let's talk about holiday season. We want to pump up the jam a little bit with our festive looks if we've got parties to go to and stuff like that.
And you want to make sure that your lip is staying all night, because I'm not a fan of reapplying throughout the night, especially if you're not in front of a mirror. It can kind of get a little wacky.
You don't want to even think about it.
I don't want to second guess it.
No.
So I'm going to actually show you guys one of my favorite products to use, and they're actually lip stains. So different than a liquid lipstick, which has really, really bold colors. Stains are more sheer finish, and they last throughout the night, which is super nice.
Beautiful. Okay.
So I'm going to start with the lip prep here. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of lip balm just to make sure that the surface is nice and soft.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom, can you
Because
open
we
this
all
for
have
me?
chapped lips anyway this time of year.
It's dry outside, even though it's cold.
Little dry.
It gets a little cracky on the skin.
Little dry.
So I'm going to go into a little bit of lip balm, and I prefer to use a brush with this because, again, we are going to be using a deep holiday shade, and you want to be pretty precise with it. So
That's
I'm gonna
a
go
good
into the
idea.
lips. Get them
Keep
nice
even
and
your lip
saturated.
balm contained to only where it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
What about for prepping? Should we exfoliate? Should we skip it if we're already chapped? What's the best?
I was just gonna say it depends. Like if it's chapped to the point where it's starting to get a little sensitive and like like skin is really, really thin, I would skip on the exfoliation, and then I would go heavier on the lip balm.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a light coverage because we actually did exfoliate her lips this morning. I didn't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Just I don't want to make them too crazy.
She's ready to go.
And then we're gonna go a little crazy. We're gonna start with lip liner.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna be using lip liner as a primer and for its actual use, which is to line the lips. And this is gonna be the easiest way to do it because when you're working with deeper colors, I feel like that we get overwhelmed with going outside the lines, everything like that. So I'm gonna show you my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna go messily across the whole lip here.
Okay. And that gives you really good staying power.
It really does. It helps the stain actually stay all night because it works as a primer almost, because lip liners have a little bit of wax in them that grabs onto the color. So I'm going to kind of messily fill all over the lip, and then Mom, I'm going to have you rub your lips together, kind of messily.
That's such a pretty shade. I love that.
Perfect. All right, so now that the lip is now covered, now we're going to go in and fix the shape with the liner.
Okay. Okay, that's less intimidating than going in right away with a deep red line, and then I get so nervous.
Exactly, because I mean, with the color, like you're focusing on getting the line so precise that you start to shake. But when you do that tack with like rubbing your lips together, you see the shape already. So now you're just fixing it.
Okay. So pretty. And you don't have to get crazy overlining. I mean, choose your own adventure, right? You can if you want to.
I'm a fan of overlining, but again, like when you're a beginner, I mean, all those tips and tricks that are like little elevation, it can be overwhelming.
And sometimes I think too, when you have a nice bold color to begin with, that's really all you need. You don't have to take it too much further than that.
Right. Okay, so that's the lip liner on.
Looking beautiful.
And now we're gonna go back into that brush and we're gonna diffuse the color because again, we don't want it to be too overwhelming. The makeup is meant to be playful. So we're just gonna go ahead and soften up that edge. And I'm using the other side of this dual brush now. So the less precise side. So again, we don't want this to be scary. It wants to be doable. And then this way, you are now diffusing the line that it looks more wearable rather than so structured. I will show you how to do structured right after this.
Okay, okay.
So now I do have the lip stain. So mine are actually decanted from another container. So you can get these from any drugstore, any beauty department store. You just want to make sure that you're looking for lip stains and not liquid lipsticks again. So I'm going to go into the nice berry shade here. I'm going to put it on a little clear palette.
Ooh, this is fun. This is like a science experiment.
So that guy's going to go there. And now I'm going to go back into my brush because, again, we are beginning, so we're going to go ahead and get as much precision as possible.
The dual brush.
Yep.
And just one tool, you're getting it all done.
One tool. So I'm going to go in with a nice amount of product, and then again, I'm just going to messily put it all over because since this is a stain, we want the color just to be left behind.
Okay. I just love that shade. That looks like it would be so flattering on
a lot of different
anybody. Yeah. That nice kind of berry tone where it's not so overpoweringly red, because red is tough.
It's
You have to
tough.
find your specific red.
Exactly. And with berries, that's why I chose this color, is because for the holidays, people don't think about berries. They think about the red because Christmas is red and green, you know.
The
it's very
Taylor
traditional.
Swift of it all.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I love a berry shade. I usually opt into this for the holidays rather than a red.
Beautiful. Okay, so we've
then
stained.
We're gonna go ahead and use a fan just to help with the drying process. So Mom, go ahead and hold this guy for me.
I don't mind.
We're gonna have that
Put
stay
it to
on there.
work.
And then as it's drying, I'm gonna show you guys another beauty tip. So again, when we're around the holidays, a lot of sweating is happening. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I like to use products for 2-in-1. So I'm just gonna use this as a liquid blush.
Oh, yes.
Yay! So I'm gonna go in with a face brush now, going into that same shade that's left over. And I'm just gonna pop this, go ahead and turn. I'm gonna pop this on the cheeks here.
Okay.
And since it's a stain and not a liquid lipstick that's usually matte, this has a nice glossy effect, so it makes it look like skin.
And it really brings out the tone in the lips as well.
Exactly, and it makes it more monochromatic.
Ashonti, what are you doing after this? You're looking gorgeous.
Go ahead and
Can
turn.
we do
Where
something?
should we
Let's
go?
Right.
Go ahead and turn towards me.
It'll
on the
be
opposite
happy hour.
side.
We can go show off this look.
So this just gives a nice shine to the face without being sticky, because again, you can't use a gloss for this if you don't want that
Yeah.
sticky feeling.
That's beautiful.
So the stain just has this nice finish.
Okay.
So that's all for the lips. And then now we're gonna have Mom blot, because even though it has been drying for just a little bit, I want to show you guys the power of the stain.
Yes.
So go ahead and
Okay, about 30 seconds left
Yep,
to
go ahead and
beautifully
close.
finish this process. Oh, look at that. Hardly any of that came off.
Yep. So that's the stain actually left over.
Beautiful.
So
Look
it's enough
at
color,
that.
and it doesn't transfer. It's nice, not sticky. So this is my favorite product,
It's
definitely for the holiday
beautiful.
season.
Great to see you both. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you for
back to
having
visit
us.
us.
Thank
Happy
you for having
holidays.
us. Happy holidays.
We'll get up to no good a little bit later.
Yes.
We'll have more
yes.
information about Ashonti on our website at katu.com, and we'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.